What to do with a clothes hanger. Normal people would hang their clothes on a hanger and put it in the closet. But women who couldn't get professional to do an abortion in the old days, the women would use a clothes hanger to abort a fetus. Many women would get hurt. Many would not be able to end up having kids in the future. And many women would bust stuff like the uterus and so on, but they wouldn't care. The fathers of the babies that the women aborted, they really didn't want any more children in the old days. Many women had already tons of kids, so the women always thought it would be a great idea to abort the fetus before it became further along into the pregnancy. Women in the old days didn't have the protection they do nowadays. Nowadays, if people don't want to get pregnant, they have plenty of methods and options to use. Abortion is the termination of an innocent fetus that deserves a chance in life, like anyone else. They can change the world. They can be the next president. People don't know what that fetus could have been capable of. Someone such as an innocent fetus shouldn't be blamed for someone else's mistakes. Yeah, there's rape. Yeah, there's incest. But you could always adopt the baby, put it up for adoption, or you could keep it yourself. There would be that memory left in your head, though, but sometimes you just gotta stay strong for yourself and your baby. If people play the game, they should do the time, though. If it's just like an abortion that could have been prevented in a relationship that was a good relationship. Many people are selfish and don't think of others but themselves. They don't think of all the couples that are physically unable to have a baby nowadays. There are millions of people who cannot have babies due to physical and medical issues. Some would pay thousands of dollars in order to get pregnant, such as a shot they would get every month or whatever. Many people would love to adopt a newborn and not a child. People would pay good money to adopt a newborn. People need to think of the consequences before their actions. People don't think of their actions, and then it leads to them with consequences, such as if you get pregnant, you either give it up for adoption, abortion, or you keep it. The best option would be keep it if you're in an awesome relationship and you have the money and everything. Just don't abort it because of your age or something that you knew you should have been able to prevent, or you knew ways to prevent. There are many methods from getting pregnant. Women could be abstinence. Abstinence is not having any intercourse at all. Many people enjoy having sex, though, in the world. There are numerous different kinds of birth controls out there, though, that the doctors have prevented for women to use. There is the pill that you take every day. You have to take it at the same time, the same route, and everything. The patch, the ring, the new ring you take out every 3 weeks, and then a week you don't have it in. You can do the same cycle. Condoms, which also prevents against STDs and pregnancies. They're less effective, but they still work. The diaphragm, spermicides, fertility awareness, IUD, and pulling out. Some of these methods aren't as good as the others, but if you might use numerous different kinds of methods, then that would work right. Every method could help you get from getting pregnant. There will always be some kind of method for a woman to use, even if they are poor or if they have some money. You could also go to Planned Parenthood and they could give you free stuff. Depends on the age and the circumstances. There is no reason for someone not to use something. There is always a way to prevent pregnancy. Many people get an abortion because they're not ready for a baby or they're just too young. People don't realize that millions of people would do what millions of people would do to adopt a baby or an infant. many couples are paying lots of money to do anything to have a baby, and they can't do it themselves because their bodies aren't stable or mentally or physically or medically available to have a baby themselves. People who have an abortion are just not ready for a baby, or usually there's some other kind of reason and they just abort it. They don't really think of the consequences or the consideration of others. They just think of themselves and trying to make their lives happy. I am just really pro-life against abortion. I don't think it's right at all, even if it's incest or if it's rape or if it's in a great relationship. I really am against it because everyone in this life deserves a chance to live. I believe that everyone is conceived for a reason in life. God made everyone on this earth for a reason. Everyone comes to life for a reason, even if it is a person with a disability or a normal person. A person is brought into this world to make someone happy in life, even if it's just a smile for a day.